A ratio is a fraction. It is a comparison between two numbers using division. For example, a car is traveling at 55 miles per hour. This is a ratio expressed in miles per hour. The fraction line means per. Another example. The price of rice is $47 per 25 pounds. Still another example. The pitcher is allowing 2.75 runs per 9 innings. Now that you know what a ratio is, we can then state that a proportion is an arithmetic sentence stating that two ratios are equal. For example, A is to B as C is to D. Or if A equals 3, B equals 4, C equals 6, and D equals 8, then 3 over 4 equals 6 over 8. Notice that if you divide both 3 over 4 and 6 over 8, the results are 0.75 equals 0.75. So it checks that the ratios are equal. Now, because proportions contain four numbers, proportions are used to solve ratio problems where one of the four numbers is missing. Any of these four combinations are solved using cross multiplication first and then division, so that A over B equals C over D, and multiplying across AD equals BC, and dividing by D, A equals BC over D. Therefore, solving for each unknown, B must be equal to AD divided by C, and C must equal to AD divided by B, and D must be equal to BC divided by A. Simply stated then, to find any unknown in a proportion, multiply across and divide by the third number. Let's do an example. A person in an automobile travels 260 miles in 4.5 hours. At this rate, how far can she travel in a period of 9 hours? She travels in miles per hour, or 260 miles per 4.5 hours. To find the answer, how many miles per 9 hours? Multiply across. 260 times 9 equals 2,340. Divide the results by 4.5 equals 520 miles in 9 hours. To check to see if the answer is correct, include the answer in the proportion and cross multiply. 2,340 equals 2,340. 520 miles is the correct answer. Another example. A soldier brings home a recipe that requires 60 pounds of butter to make 1,100 cookies. How many pounds of butter will he need at home if he only wants to make 40 cookies? The units involved are pounds of butter and numbers of cookies, or how much butter per cookie. 60 pounds of butter for 1,100 cookies equals butter for 40 cookies. Multiply and divide. 60 times 40 is 2,400. Divided by 1,100 equals 2.18 pounds, or a little more than 2 pounds of butter. Let's try a percent problem now. Percent problems are also proportional problems, where the percent ratio x over 100 is always equal to a known ratio. For example, a shirt that was $40 is reduced $8 and you buy it for $32. What percent of the original price did you save? The starting ratio calls for save over price, which equals $8 save per $40 for the price. This must equals save percent over 100. Multiply and divide. 8 times 100 is 800. Divided by 40. The answer is 20% in savings. Another example. If the sales tax rate in a certain state is 7%, how much sales tax must you pay for an item that costs $45? The information given is tax rate 7 per 100 and cost. So the starting ratio calls for tax over cost equals T over 45 equals 7 over 100. Multiply and divide. 45 times 7 is 315. Divided by 100 equals the answer of $3.15. One more example. A certain bank requires a 15% down payment for a house. If you have $63,750 for a down payment, what is the highest price you could pay for a house? The information given is percent and amount of down payment. The starting ratio calls for down payment over price. 15 over 100 equals 63,750 divided by price. Multiply 100 times 63,750 and divide by 15. Answer, it cannot exceed $425,000.